our room service breakfast. We got some fruit, orange juice, milk. Alyssa got a bagel that's wrapped up in that napkin. And I had to get some donuts, and she also wanted some muffins. This was going to be our first breakfast. We were going to go up to Cabanas, but I think we're just going to eat this and then go explore the ship a little bit before we head onto the island. After that super healthy breakfast in the room this morning, day 2 is officially underway. We're up here on the top deck, deck 12, waiting to see Mickey and Minnie. They brought out characters on deck so we don't have to wear masks for the pictures.
Which is very exciting because, of course, a lot of our pictures we do have masks on with the characters indoors. So they do have certain times where they will bring the characters up on the top deck. It is still distance, but you do still get a picture with them, which is so exciting.
Mickey and Minnie are over here by the funnel, but we also spotted Pluto and Goofy all the way down there by the aqueduct. So we're going to head over there as soon as we're done with Mickey and Minnie. Beautiful day for this, isn't it?
I know, it's so nice.
Thank you for the good weather. I appreciate you sailing us into good weather, Minnie.
We do appreciate it. We needed some warm weather.
Were you just watching and making sure she did okay? Yeah. Just supervising. Supervising. That's what he does. Yeah. Minnie makes it easy on him.
You look very prepared too, both of you. You're ready to swim.
This is where we come to learn to swim. Is that what I heard? Okay, good, good.
Do you want to learn the Pascal paddle, the puppy paddle, or the Goofy Pluto paddle?
The Goofy Pluto paddle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you'll do, grab those ears or ponytails, whatever you got, and then give it a good old inclination.
Oh.
You don't have anything.
I use my ears. My ears aren't that big. I tried.
Small movement, but it gets us, it'll get us there in no time.
Oh, sure, sure.
Maybe a couple days.
It won't be totally exhausting.
No.
So if you haven't cruised since cruising restarted, here on DCL, you do have to join a virtual queue to leave. That's to ensure not everyone's trying to get off at the exact same time. So we are hoping, because it is a few hours after everyone's gone to shore, we can just join immediately. So we're going to join the queue here and see what happens. Well, there we go. Apparently we can go right now. So that's really awesome, but that doesn't always happen. You can join the queue an hour before debarkation, and a lot of times right away that's what everyone does, so it will take time for everyone to get off, so they have to separate everyone out.
That's a very long walk from the ship over here onto the island. We'll get there eventually.
Oh, look at that passport stamp next door.
If you want to get your passport stamped, you can just bring it right here. You don't have to have your passport to get off the ship, but if you bring it, they'll stamp it for you.
We have not been to Del Sol in several years, but we both love this store because everything here changes colors in the sun. The sunglasses I wear everywhere are actually from here. I got them several years ago, so we definitely had to make a stop here because we wanted to see what was new. So they do show you what color things turn to, but you can actually check it and see the actual color over here. So you just stick it on here for a few seconds, give it a chance to change, and then when you move it, it's the outdoor color. So you can see the difference between the two. We did some shopping for about an hour, went to a couple stores, Aloha, we went to Del Sol. They do give out some free stuff at those stores, so I got a free color changing ring. It's normally clear, so now it's pink. I also got some nail polish for tonight. So here's the indoor color, here's the outdoor color, so I'll wear that to Remy tonight. And then we did some shopping in the market, and this is just so stinking adorable. We actually got to see the person making some of these, and it does say Bahamas, so we can remember where we got it. I just think this is so cute. Is it she wants?
her for? Is this she pressure? Less than 1 minute on. I cannot believe what God has done. Through us, He's giving life to one.
Lunchtime. Looks like today they've got fish nuggets for the kids with macaroni and cheese and french fries. We also have our cold cuts over here, turkey and ham, provolone and cheddar. We got the broccoli and carrots again. Shepherd's pie looks really good. We've also got some buttered corn in there. Shrimp with bell peppers, some roasted snapper, tomatoes stuffed with herb goat cheese. Oh, that beef short rib looks amazing. Gotta get some of that. Sweet potato mash, and looks like some chicken and couscous. Looks like we have a Mexican tortilla soup today, as well as a French lentil soup with veggies and spiced sausage. We got lots of peel and eat shrimp and the crab claws again today. Crab claws are really good, but I think I'm feeling the shrimp today. We also got these salads over here. We got romaine and spinach salad with goat cheese. Also have a grilled chicken salad that has some spinach and brown rice, and then of course the regular garden salad. And then we have all the little hors d'oeuvres over here, the cheese and tomatoes, olives, we got some prosciutto, different breads. I think I'm gonna go back and get some of those peel and eat shrimp. We've got plenty of food here for a little light lunch. Rice coconut pudding, and then of course we have the scooped ice cream as well. I'm gonna pass on that and get something out of the cooler over here. Got some great looking desserts today. I think I'm probably gonna go with that tiramisu, always a favorite. Maybe also white and dark chocolate tower. They've got warm oatmeal raisin cookies under the heat lamp there. Not a big fan of oatmeal raisins, so I'm gonna pass on those. Maybe they'll have chocolate chip another day. They've also got some baked potatoes that are loaded up already, or you can get the ones that are just cut in half, and they have a whole toppings bar where you can get whatever you want on the baked potato. So we came in here to Cove Cafe to step in and get away from the craziness a little bit, have a nice cup of coffee and some treats. All of this is included. If you want some of these snacks, just pop in and get them. Don't have to buy coffee, but I do buy coffee because it's amazing. We have our little plate of treats here, and they're working on my coffee now, but this is Alyssa's first time in the Cove. What do you think?
I'm annoyed I haven't been here before to get treats. They're so much better than the other ones.
Working on my coffee over there. Looks awesome. So they are making me a Star Wars themed design with the foam on top. This fancy machine takes the coffee up into it and then somehow prints the design. It's really cool.
Oh my goodness! It's so detailed.
Look at that BB-8. How awesome is that? I love it.
Yes, you did!
That's right.
We don't match anymore, but that's okay. You still look really pretty. And I love your sparkles. You look amazing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You have that spin down.
Daisy designed both of their princess dresses, and Minnie took the painstaking time of putting all those beads and pearls on.
Wow.
Wow.
It was
Dedication.
Yeah. But I mean, look how they turned
I mean,
out.
it turned out amazing. Worth
Turned
it.
out wonderfully.
Yes.
You get to be here on the cruise and wear it, show it off.
Of course.
It's perfect. I
And
love
our
it.
princess tea party here soon. We're very excited.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
So after coffee, we came back to the room to get everything ready because tonight is the optional formal dress-up night. We are going to go ahead and dress up in formal clothing, not because it is formal night, but because we have a special dinner that is required to be formal. We figured go ahead and do it on formal night since everyone else is dressing up as well, and we got to get everything ready. I got to iron my clothes, and I realized I don't know where the laundry room is that has the iron that guests can use, and I looked in the app, I couldn't find it anywhere, so I decided to chat with guest services and see if they can help me out instead of wandering the hallways looking for the laundry room. I didn't think of this a minute ago, but as you exit the hallway from the staterooms, right by the stairs on every deck, there is a floor plan that does show you all the different decks and where you currently are. It also lists the laundry, so I guess I could have just come out here and checked this instead of chatting with guest services. But now I know it's there on deck 9 forward, really close to our room actually. Found the laundry. We have a couple iron and ironing boards in here and also laundry facilities, but it shouldn't take too long. Took care of the ironing, now heading back to the room.
Well, we got all fancied up. I got my nail polish on. I am so excited. I know Robert's very excited because tonight we are going somewhere we have never been before. We are going to dinner at Remy. It is formal night, but we decided instead of going to formal night with everyone else, we're gonna go enjoy Remy and see what we think of it.
Now, Remy is one of the 2 paid dinner options you have here on the ship. There's Palo, which is a little less expensive, and Remy, which is more expensive and a little more fancy. It's supposed to be a 3-hour meal experience. That sounds amazing to me. We do have to wear a jacket. I'm not allowed to wear jeans, have to wear dress pants. It's a little bit more formal, but I'm pumped about it. It sounds amazing looking at the menu, and I can't wait. My goodness. How dapper. Oh, they've got extra tails.
You two are looking lovely yourselves.
Thank you. Very excited.
I know. Look at those outfits. I do think we need a bow tie over here.
I could use a bow tie to look like you, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't look as good, but close, you know?
Very nice.
At least you know.
Chippendale, I think we need to add a fancy hat. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Take some fashion tips.
Definitely gotta have, I'll share, you know.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Thank you. I mean, you've got the tails, though, so
Oh my goodness.
It looks good though.
a little more fancy.
Yeah, you think the tails look really good?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh,
That's definitely what they're supposed to be used for.
yeah. Absolutely. Just toss them on, you know, have some fun, right? Show off some
Oh,
Right there, runway.
got the runway turn.
Beauty is always
Oh, got the moves.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, don't trip. He's good, he's good. We came out here on deck 4 to see Goofy, and then we noticed the beautiful sunset, and they actually have one of the photographers out here taking pictures. So we got some formal portraits in front of the sunset, just absolutely beautiful. We came back inside after seeing Goofy out there and getting some pictures of the sunset, and it turns out Chip and Dale have already left, but we have Mickey and Minnie to go see.
You look beautiful. Thank you. Kind of taking after you a little bit with the shoulder ruffle thing.
I'm loving it. Mickey looks great
You
too.
look so snazzy. Look at this.
All dressed
All
up, and still has the
dressed up.
captain's hat, of course.
Yes, of course. You look so
Oh,
good.
I love it. Aww. So if you are a DVC member, make sure you stop by the booth here. All DVC members get special gifts each day of the cruise. You just gotta scan your card. Well, it's time to sail away, and it is a beautiful sunset right as we're pulling out of the port here at Nassau. And we're gonna head over to the theater to watch Aladdin. It's one of our favorite plays to see on the cruises, but just a beautiful sunset for a few moments before we head down there. All right, let's head in to watch Aladdin. You ready?
I love this one.
We're not allowed to record once things get started, but if you're on one of the Disney cruises, you've got to go see the shows. They are just phenomenal. The acting, the sets, everything is just so fun.
And with the distance seating right now, a lot of times they don't put anyone on the side right away. So we asked if we could sit in the front, even if it's to the side. So we have the first 2 seats, front row. We're totally fine sitting on the side. We still get an amazing view.
So they've got a backdrop up here on deck 11. We can get a picture taken. On the way to Remy here, we realize they're playing the NFC Championship game on the Funnel Vision screen. That's a pretty cool way to watch football. But we're gonna go to dinner. Well, hello there. There's that good-looking lady. Here we are on deck 12, heading over to Paolo and Remy. We're gonna check in for our Remy reservation. So while we're waiting for our table to be ready at Remy, we're gonna wait here in the Meridian Lounge. We can't order drinks in here, but we're just gonna grab a seat and wait for our table. We have both of the wines that were featured in Ratatouille because this is, of course, Remy after the Ratatouille movie. Crystal Remy up there on top of the chandelier. The private wine room, if you want to book that. That's cool. This place is just beautiful. This entire wall is the scene from the movie. They printed the entire thing off here on the wall, all the way down to the detail of Gusteau's right there. and the Eiffel Tower. Pretty awesome. They even have the carpets from the movie. Look at that. Look how fancy we are. We even have a little stand for my hat next to the table. So fancy. We have our welcome cocktail called the Linguini. It's passion fruit puree, raspberry puree, and a little bit of jasmine tea. Sounds amazing and smells really good. Enjoying the cocktail?
I was about to check.
I don't even like tea. It's good.
The chef will recommend you to, with a spoon, to go all the way down, to don't mix, so just to take a little bit of the caramel, macadamia, and the foie gras in the same time.
Okay.
Fancy butters.
With black tiger shrimp dashi that is prepared with the shrimp bodies and also a touch of white soya sauce.
Oh, okay.
Then on the side, the chef completes with garlic shoot sauce that is prepared with the garlic shoot, and a touch of spinach as well. Now, the fish is very hard to get. It's handfish 2,000 meters below the water level in a very remote area south from Australia in Antarctica. Structure that you see on top is a black rice puff, so it's made with charcoal, and there is no current, like current on the is made with charcoal, so you can enjoy it as well. And basically is overcooked rice, because it's overcooked, the chefs can make a paste. Our Oma domain, so blue lobster from Maine, the best lobster in the world. That is, the chefs receive the lobster. They prepare the very best. We have our sole. Now, this is a dish that is very close to my heart. The reason why is from Portugal, we come from my country. The sole itself is a wild caught just by our coast, and the chefs here receive the full fish. The translation is red chicken, so you'll find the red chicken from North Carolina is a full range organic chicken, and the chefs they prepare the chicken breast. Now they prepare the chicken breast, they preserve the skin, and in between they fill it with a paste made with mushrooms, breadcrumbs, parmesan cheese, and ground white meat. On the left, you'll find the lamb tenderloin. It will be more mild in the palate. It's cooked a la plancha and topped with pistachios. On the right side, you have lamb belly. It's slowly cooked for 7 hours to make sure that they have the perfect texture for you to enjoy. It's served on top of eggplant puree and finished on the side with lamb jus with pistachios. Inside, you will find the beef wagyu, comes from Australia, is a sirloin cut, and the chefs they select the very best part of the sirloin. They cooked it a la plancha, and it's finished on top with a touch of Sarawak pepper. It's a Malaysian pepper, considered one of the 5 best peppers in the world. To enjoy, to try tonight. Now, this is perhaps the most easy dish to explain. The reason why in Miyazaki you have it on the left side, and it's cooked a la plancha with a touch of fruit, salt, and pepper. That's it. All the flavors that you will feel comes from the beef itself. Nothing much to say. It's the best beef from Japan for the last 10-15 years.
How is the $60 baby steak?
That has incredible flavor. It is a $60 baby steak, but that's the most incredible piece of beef I've ever put in my mouth.
It's a good thing.
A really cool, like really soft texture. It's a little salty, but not overly salty. Like it's got just kind of a salty taste and a really smooth texture. There's fat in it, but it's not bristly fat. It just kind of melts. It's really good. Now that you've had the $60 baby steak, how do you feel?
I gotta say, I kind of question this. Robert's the one that really wanted this. They keep the seasonings really light because they want you to try and actually taste the beef. I've never had a piece of beef have that much flavor in it. It's so juicy. My mouth feels like it's not watering, but it's just there's so much juice in my mouth right now. It was so good.
So I think the verdict is definitely get the Miyazaki beef. That is amazing.
As promised, we have our cheese selection. Of course, all French cheeses and different styles. Now, in the front, we start with the hard cheeses, cheeses that are pressed when they are made, so they have a more hard texture in the palate. Then we have a selection of double cream and triple cream cheeses. On the double cream is added 60% of cream to the cheese on the process when they are made. On the triple cream, it can go up to 75% or more. And then we finish on this side with blue cheeses. And we complete the cheese plate with a spoon of pure honeycomb.
Yay!
Yeah, Yes, that is something that you can use if you feel one of the cheese is more intense in the palate. You can use the honey to soften up the intestine.
Fancy.
The Roquefort first is from sheep milk, so again more complexity in the cheese itself. And to be certified as a Roquefort, first has to come from Roquefort. It's a very small area that they can produce this cheese. And they next to the town of Roquefort, they have caves that they were from like the movement of the mountains. So they have deep caves and they have the cellars of the cheese in the caves. They age the cheese in the caves, they punch it with small straws, so the inoculation process that produces the blue cheese, these bacteria that develop, they have to be a Roquefort, they have to develop naturally. So they use those cellars to develop the Roquefort in a natural way.
Got my hard cheeses and my blue cheeses. And Alyssa got all of the soft cream cheeses.
Yes.
Double and triple cream cheese. So we've both sampled our way around our plates. Alyssa also sampled her way around my plate. She doesn't like blue cheese at all. No. She had the milder blue cheese and said it tastes like it smells near the cows at the county fair. So I'm really curious how she's gonna handle the more pungent blue cheese made with sheep's milk that's aged in a cave. This should be intriguing. That's a big piece. That is a big bite. Just gotta wait for the reaction. Shouldn't have smelled it. She doesn't like blue cheese. A spoonful of honeycomb to wash it down. Well, what do you think about the blue cheese?
Maybe a little bit more honey.
We're out of honey.
I'll bring a little bit more honey for you.
It tastes like the bottom of the ocean.
Well, you're close. It came from a cave. Tastes like the bottom of a cave.
So much happening.
Now, as promised, that is a for you. Just a second.
This is the tea selection. Holy cow. So many teas.
So little time.
I don't even know what I want.
Because in Remy is the only place that we make chocolate rain.
I just want the thing of chocolate.
Chocolate rain.
The mango level on the menu is a mango from the Dominican Republic. However, the mango that we received yesterday was not in conditions, so the chef refused to serve. So we replace it with the second dessert from Chef Anorano, is our chocolate. It's all about chocolate. That is also fantastic to complete, and will be more. It's not a heavy dessert, I can assure you. On the bottom, you will find hot. Warm chocolate fondant made with Valrhona chocolate from Caribs, topped with melted ginger chocolate. Then the structure that you see will be we call the chocolate gavotte. Basically, it's the thin layers of chocolate crepes and filled in between with the Tanariva chocolate mousse.
Ooh.
Messy.
Yes.
Our raspberry mascarpone, that will be a mix on the. When they do dessert, when they prepare the dessert, is a mix between the tiramisu and the cheesecake techniques. So on the bottom you'll find a layer of raspberry and frangipane. Then the frangipane is almond paste. Then we have a amaretto mascarpone cheesecake glazed with white chocolate.
They have a great coffee and tea selection. And they can do all kinds of different coffee drinks, but I decided to go with the tea tonight. I got some white sugar and some brown sugar. And my delicious tea. There's a chocolate tartlet here that Alyssa can't have. There's also some olive oil chocolates that she can't have because of food coloring. But she can have these jellies. One's citrus and one is raspberry. Great little ending to the meal here. They printed on the bottom of the chocolates.
They don't know as well, but we always organize it, monsieur. So we are only the messenger, okay? So all the ladies in Remy reserve a beautiful rose, foremost to your side, of course. We are only the messengers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
With the check, they brought us some homemade lollipops, no food coloring, so Alyssa can have those. And then they also gave us a little box of chocolates with a raspberry jelly in there. However, they do have some food coloring in those chocolates, as you can see, so I'll have to eat them on Alyssa's behalf. And speaking of check, you may notice there is an 18% gratuity automatically added. That is shared amongst the team, so any additional gratuity that you leave goes directly to your server, so make sure that you take care of your server. They are just phenomenal here at Remy with serving and explaining all the different dishes throughout the evening. Look, we have a frog!
He's so cute.
He has little eyeballs and everything. That is amazing. Of course, we have our Dove chocolates as well, but seriously, that frog is so cool.
We have had an incredibly full day today, and we are ending the day very full as well. We started out going to the island. We had breakfast before that delivered to the room. We got to see some characters on the top deck. We did a little bit of work this afternoon, and then of course got ready for Remy. Got to see Aladdin, take some pictures together, and then spent about 3.5 hours at our dinner. We actually thought we were going to end before 3 hours. We thought we were doing really well. And then it just kept going. They kept bringing more stuff.
They just kept bringing food, and we just kept eating, and it was phenomenal. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I love Palo. It's a great meal, but Remy is way better, and it's a lot more fancy, so you got to get dressed up and everything. But the food was phenomenal. One of the best meals I've ever had for sure. Well, we watched 3 episodes last night before we got too tired, but so far the season's pretty good. I think we're going to keep going with a couple more episodes tonight before we go to sleep.